Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's case comes in hot right from the opening second. We've got a defendant stepping into court with a quiet, almost innocent demeanor, but seconds later the judge blasts the scene open with a bombshell. This man isn't coming in empty-handed. He's walking in with 8 active warrants. And from there, the tension never lets up. This case is more than unpaid fines, missing paperwork, or miscommunication. It's a breakdown of responsibility, legal expectations, and a judge who's clearly had enough of excuses. As we go through the transcript, watch how the defendant tries to explain hardship, walking 44 minutes to court, unstable housing, lack of transportation, versus how the judge views repeated failures to appear. Do you think this is a man trapped in circumstances, or someone who ignored obligations until consequences piled up? Keep that question in mind. And stick around. Later in the case, we get a surprising shift in attitude, a dose of humility, and a ruling that balances accountability with opportunity. Let's dive in.
How many warrants did he have?
I believe I counted 8.
No. You came in here like you were a choir boy, and you got warrants all over the place.
If I may.
Yeah.
You saying that, but I'm not saying to make sure I appear. I don't have rights. I don't have no reliable.
How'd you get here today?
This moment sets the tone instantly. The judge wastes no time calling out the defendant for looking calm and quiet, when in reality, he's carrying 8 separate warrants. Judges view missed court dates as one of the most serious forms of noncompliance because they stop the entire legal process. Despite the defendant's polite posture, the court only sees the pattern: multiple no-shows, unpaid balances, and obligations left hanging. And that disconnect builds the tension for the entire hearing. Tell me in the comments, is the judge being overly harsh, or is this exactly what accountability looks like?
Here today.
I walked and I.
From where?
My stepmother stayed. I had our time.
Wait a minute, slow down. Where did you stay last?
Truewood.
True.
Right in Woodhead. That's about a 44-minute walk. Robert Thornton Jr.
You're charged with failure to pay your fines and costs as ordered. You were supposed to pay those at the rate of $100 weekly beginning August the 4th of 25. We have a balance still owing.
Right here we get a window into the defendant's life: transportation issues, walking long distances, unstable housing. These are real problems, and courts do recognize them. But legally, hardship doesn't cancel responsibility. If a person can't make it to court, they're expected to call, email, or submit documentation. This moment shows the clash between real-world difficulty and courtroom procedure. The defendant tries to explain the struggle: 44-minute walks, unreliable rides, but the judge wants to know why obligations weren't met, regardless of circumstances. Do you think transportation issues justify repeated failures to appear?
Balance still owing according to probation as of the date of the show cause of 470. That's count 1. Count 2 is that you failed to clear all your warrants by August the 25th of 25. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you also have a no insurance charge. Does he owe, is that right, Lisa? Does he owe, how much, can you pull that up, Jennifer?
You have GIS up. Is that what I need?
Okay, that's all right. Can you tell me how much is owed on the no proof of insurance, Lisa, please?
$260.
So you owe $260 on the other case, and that means you could get 26 days. If I find you could have paid and didn't, that is, that your failure to pay was not without your fault. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on both of these. I'm going to give you a lawyer, and then you're going to come back in front of me either way, okay?
It's my commentary. My lawyer's here.
This is the financial core of the case. Between the $470 probation balance and the $260 insurance charge, the defendant is facing up to 36 days in jail if the court determines he could have paid but didn't. Courts use formulas, for example, 1 day per $10 owed, to determine willful non-payment. If someone genuinely cannot pay due to lack of work or homelessness, the court may reduce penalties. But the burden is on the defendant to prove inability, not just say it. So here's the question: does the judge seem convinced this was hardship, or does he believe the defendant simply ignored the financial obligation?
My lawyer's here.
I'm sorry?
It's my commentary for what you were saying, like if I just didn't pay on it just because I'm not paying, it's the time for me to speak with the lawyer.
No, we're gonna get you a lawyer first. And then I'm probably going to give him the other file too, or her. I don't know who's doing it. I don't think Ms. Patillo's here. So at any rate, we'll give you the other file too. We'll give him the other file or her the other file, whoever's handling this. And there's going to be another file because she just told me you have a warrant out for your arrest on something else. The companion citation on this no insurance. Okay? So you can go out in the hall. He'll set you up with a lawyer and we'll go from there. Any questions?
No, I have to wait till my lawyer here.
Pardon?
No, I have to wait till he goes.
Yeah, you go talk to the lawyer. We'll set you up. Thank you. I now have the A file and then also 25W837260. Your name?
Robert Lewis Thornton.
It's my understanding now, you told my court officer and you just indicate here you don't want a lawyer. Is that true?
Yes, because
I don't need to hear. If you want a lawyer, I'm gonna give you one. If you don't, I'm gonna push. Okay. All right, well, I already arraigned you on the two. You have failure to pay no insurance. You have failure to clear all warrants on the resist and obstruct. You also have, this other file and failure to pay on that charge as well. And, you also have another charge here of driving on a suspended license that I had to rearraign you on. Okay? Do we understand one another?
Yeah.
So I'm going to rearraign you on the charge. You're charged with driving on a suspended from February 11 to 25. They think you're operating a motor vehicle on King near Douglas and Trenton. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs, or all those in 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand all your rights.
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you're going to be giving up all these rights. We're not going to have a trial then. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want me to enter a not guilty plea for you?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to go to the prosecutor on one. I don't know what you're doing here. Let's stop. Let me finish.
This is where communication breaks down. The defendant wants to comment before getting a lawyer, but the judge cuts him off. Why? Because legally, anything the defendant says before consulting counsel can be used against him later. The judge is actually preventing him from accidentally harming his own case. But to the defendant, it feels like he's being silenced. This misunderstanding fuels the frustration that follows. Courtrooms can feel cold, rigid, and dismissive when someone doesn't understand the process. But the judge is sticking to procedure. Get a lawyer first, then speak. Would you feel frustrated in his position?
You act like we're inviting you to a dinner party here, sir. You show up, you don't show up. This case been going on since March. February. No. You see all these red marks? See all those on there? Can you see that?
Yes, I know.
That means
I see your red, but yeah, thank you.
that's warrants. That means you weren't here. It means you didn't show up when you were supposed to be. I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing here, but you better stop it. Yes.
Steve, you're saying that I'm playing games, but this is why I brought myself back in here to not have a lawyer. I don't think any of this is a game. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
Don't give me this holier than thou stuff.
I don't.
You don't show up. You don't take care of what you're supposed to take care of.
Okay.
I'm sending you over the prosecutor. I'm entering a not guilty plea. You missed here, just so you know. Just so you know. You missed on March 6th, March 20, July 10, August 7th.
Stay in Providence. And at the
I'm sorry?
Stay in Providence.
I don't care if you stay in Tuscaloosa. What does that have to do with anything?
Responding to your question part.
Go talk to the prosecutor on, and that's going to Judge Hessen. These two are mine, and I will deal with the contempt charge on the no insurance and the probation violation on the resist and obstruct. So you go talk to the prosecutor on that one if you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer on that. I'll send you to the prosecutor on that case. You can talk to him. And then you're going to come back in front of me on, if there's a resolution on that case, I'm going to send you to Judge Hessen. If there's not, then I'll do what I'm going to do, set a bond. And then on these two, we're going to go through these, talk about your violations of probation and your failure to pay on the civil infraction. Okay?
Yeah, I'm still lost between the fact that you were telling me why I didn't want a lawyer, and then you're saying that I just blew everything under the water. But when I try to elaborate more on the situation,
Sure.
you're just downing everything I'm saying without
Sure.
giving me the reason.
Sure.
And I don't.
This
I
is-
have a
you're
great
in a-
job. I have a career. I don't have a tedious job to where I'm jumping back and forth.
Sir.
And I have.
Sir, it's the fourth quarter. There's 2 minutes to go and you're down 41-3. I don't want to hear it. Go talk to the prosecutor. This case has been going on since February. Take your attitude out in the hallway. Norbert Pastors, 25T644584. Your name?
Good morning, Judge. Madeline Gates, Karen Apple, the phone. State of Florida.
Sir, your name.
Robert Louis Ford Jr.
All right. Okay, what do we do? I almost need to get off this bench for a minute.
Mr. Flores, you're got on a stroke cause.
I know. What is he gonna do? He's got a case in front of Judge Hessen that he's gonna have to go in front of Judge Hessen.
Okay.
But these two, I've got a failure to pay $260, and then I've got on a probation violation on the resist and obstruct that was taken under 771. Failure to pay fines and costs of $470, and failure to clear all warrants by August 25th.
Yes, sir.
So how's he going to proceed?
Don't plead guilty or failure to pay.
What about, and he's gonna plead guilty also to failure to clear his warrants?
Yes, Judge.
Is that what you want to do, sir? If you do that, that would be 2 technical violations. You could get 10 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Understood.
All right. You have any questions before I ask you how you plead?
No.
And you understand if you plead on this other case, I'm talking about the failure to pay no insurance, that you could get 26 days on. You can be incarcerated 1 day for every $10 owed. You can satisfy that in full by paying the whole amount, in full by serving 26 days, or in part by payment, in part by serving jail. So you could pay 130 and normally have to serve 13 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, is the count one on the probation violation to the charge that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, balance owing 470, how do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to pay on that? Anybody force you to plead guilty? Is the count two that you failed to clear all your warrants by August 25th? How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to clear your warrants on this case as ordered, all of them by August 25th
Yes, sir.
of 25?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna accept those pleas. Okay? Find those pleas made voluntarily and understandingly, and now go into the insurance to the charge you failed to pay $260. How do you plead?
Yes.
Did you fail to pay?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Boy, you came back in with a different attitude. That's good to see. All I was trying to tell you, you cannot do this. You cannot not show up. You cannot ignore court orders.
This is the explosive turning point. When the judge starts listing the missed court dates, March 6th, March 20th, July 10th, August 7th, you can hear he's done with excuses. Each date represents a failure to appear, each one another warrant. The defendant tries to defend himself, saying he's not playing games, but the judge isn't buying it. When the judge says, "You act like we're inviting you to a dinner party," he's emphasizing a core principle. Court dates are not optional. Even when explanations may be valid, the pattern is what matters. And here, the pattern looks like avoidance. Was the judge too heated, or was this a needed reality check?
I'm sure your lawyer told you not to act like that. I mean, no matter how you cut it on this case in front of Judge Hessen, I'm gonna let you talk to her about it. You didn't show up. You've been playing with this case for 9, 10 months. What do you have to say? What's he doing? Does he work?
He does work, Judge. It's just been a financial issue.
Where does he work and how much does he make?
He's a painter at All Face Painting, Judge. He makes about $20 an hour. However, because the work is somewhat seasonal right now, his hours have been diminished, so he only does about roughly averages about 25 hours. So he does get paid weekly, but Judge, again, after his father passed away, he became homeless. He didn't have stable residence. He's been trying to get his at least living situation together. And so it's been having to put out of pocket a lot of costs in order to do that.
He just needs to learn some more humility. That's what he needs to learn. What do you want me to do?
We would ask the court just to allow him more time, Judge, to wrap this up, because he did assure me that he can go, if the court would allow an extension, he can catch back up and pay this off. That's what his entire intent
I'll
was.
tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set it for sentencing on the probation violation, okay? And you're gonna come up with some money. I'm gonna give you some time. I placed you on probation for 12 months, so it's not a big hurry. We're gonna set a sentencing on that in 1 month, and we're gonna set a sentencing on the no insurance in 1 month, okay? And you're gonna come up with some money. All right, you understand? And I can tell you better go over and surrender on those warrants too.
And that was the other issue, Judge, because of the number of warrants, in order.
How many warrants did he have?
I believe I counted 8.
No. You came in here like you were a choir boy and you got warrants all over the place.
If I may.
Yeah.
You saying that, but I'm not stable to make sure I'm at here. I don't have rides. I don't have no reliable.
How'd you get here today?
I walked and I.
From where?
My stepmother's, and I had our time.
Wait a minute, slow down. Where did you stay last?
Truewood.
True.
Right in Woodhaven. That's about a 44-minute walk.
You want to appear on Zoom? I'll let you appear on Zoom. You know how to use Zoom?
Yes.
Lisa, let's give him a sentence date about 5 weeks out, okay? And he can come up with some money and he can get his life in order and come back with an attitude more like he has now than when he came in front of me the first time. So we could do like mid-December. How's that?
That works.
December 8th at 8:30.
That works.
Okay? Humility. Humility, right?
Yes.
Humility. I've never seen so much with people blaming the system. I mean, you know, everybody's blaming the system now. The system's horrible. The system's horrible. It's the same system we had 30 years ago. And the only thing I can tell we've gotten is a lot more people that have a lot more disrespect. You're going to take this one down to Judge Hessen and she'll handle that. And I'm going to do these Zoom cases here. Okay? Good luck to you, sir. Go down. Listen to me. Go down the hall, get your notices. And you're going to first go down and get your notices. Mr. Gaith will take this over to Judge Hessen. And then after you get your notices, you go down and meet Mr. Gaith in the other courtroom.
Mr.
Okay?
Bennett's in the courtroom, Your Honor.
Who is?
Bennett.
Okay.
As we reach the end of the hearing, the tone finally shifts. After the earlier tension, the defendant's attitude becomes calmer and more cooperative, and the judge responds with flexibility. Instead of immediate jail time, the judge schedules sentencing 1 month out, giving the defendant time to gather money, clear warrants, and stabilize his situation. He even allows Zoom appearances due to transportation issues. This outcome shows an important courtroom truth. Judges often reward accountability, effort, and humility. When the defendant softened his tone and accepted responsibility, the judge opened the door to a second chance. So what do you think? Was this a fair balance between firmness and compassion? If you found this breakdown insightful, hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more intense, real courtroom analysis every week.
You want to appear on Zoom? I'll let you appear on Zoom. You know how to use Zoom? Lisa, let's give him a sentence date about 5 weeks out, okay? And he can come up with some money and he can get his life in order and come back with an attitude more like he has now than when he came in front of me the first time. So we could do like mid-December. How's that?
December 8th at 8:30.
Okay? Humility. this one down to Judge Hessen. And she'll handle that, and I'm gonna do these Zoom cases here, okay? Good luck to you, sir. Go down, listen to me. Go down the hall, get your notices. And you're gonna first go down and get your notices. Mr. Gates will take this over to Judge Hessen, and then after you get your notices, you go down